Three guys walk into a bar.
Bar crawlers, welcome back. As always, I am Rob.
I'm Charlie.
I'm Nathan.
We are three guys walking to a bar, and we have a question that Nathan is just like, this is the easiest question ever, but I beg to differ, good sir. Beg to differ.
We all know what Nathan's answer.
We all know what
is
he's going to
this
say,
question.
but he's wrong on this one. Like
Yeah,
100%.
do I even ask the question?
Okay.
And then there will just ask the question.
Okay. This is from Matt down in Martinsville. So local. Welcome to you, Matt. He would ask us, if every fast food restaurant were to cease to exist except for one, which one would you like to stay open
So,
forever?
Nathan, why
Nathan?
Nathan, why you sit in this Jesus pose? Like, come to
I'm
me,
just like-
the answer.
Fill in the blank. Like Taco Bell. Come on.
It's not the answer.
Yes,
It's
it
not
is.
my. I mean, it's not my
Yes,
answer.
it is.
It's not the answer.
It has the best breakfast and best lunch dinner.
I'll argue you have
do
to
you guys
Charlie.
say?
I want to hear what you have. Like, you're so against Taco Bell. I want
I
to know
love
what you have
Taco
to
Bell.
say.
His answer is a better restaurant, but for this situation, it's not a better answer.
Because you want variety.
That's why the answer is Hardee's.
You know, I almost went with Hardee's.
Hardee's
You
had.
don't get red burrito too, though, do you?
I've
at
never had.
Hardee's?
I mean, I've never had their Mexican food, but they
Isn't,
have
Hard-
Mexican
isn't it
food.
Hardee's and
Yeah.
Carl's Jr.?
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Same thing.
Yeah, same thing. It just
Oh,
depends what part of the nation you are.
Yeah, but
Yep.
isn't Red Burrito something else? I thought that was okay.
It's like a side Mexican stuff that they have there.
Okay.
Yeah, but like that's the place where number one, yeah, breakfast, lunch, dinner, that kind of thing. But they're the place where you can get a hot ham and cheese, you get a burger, you could get a chicken tenders, but you could also get Mexican food there as well.
Got a
between their tacos and burritos. Yes.
Question. Can you get a cheesy gordita crunch there?
You know what? I think they have all
do.
the elements, and I think I could ask
What
them.
about a Crunchwrap Supreme?
No,
They
no,
got
you can't.
those
You
there?
cannot get those things there. But mine's a variety issue. I don't know if I could do Taco Bell every single day.
Dude,
Like,
your bowels would hate you.
does Taco Bell have chicken tenders or curly fries?
They have their nacho fries are good.
They
They got rid of their potato things.
Yeah,
And their nacho fries are limited time. They don't have it all
come
the time.
back.
Yeah, I want them all the time. Where'd you go, Charlie?
It was a lot of debate between, like Hardee's was great, McDonald's, because I can always find something I like at McDonald's, but I ultimately ended up with Qdoba because you can do breakfast.
Why?
Go back.
I'm going back.
We need to go over fast food at restaurants with Charlie.
How is Qdoba not a fast food restaurant? I'm in and out of there in less than 5 minutes.
Well, let this one.
You tell me what's. I mean,
Well,
letting
this
this
one
one go.
I
Okay.
can
I'll
get
let this one
Qdoba
go.
faster
I'll
than I
let
can
you
get
be the
McDonald's.
I'll let this one go.
Faster than McDonald's? I don't know about that, Charlie.
I mean, because McDonald's, I have to go. If I'm going through the drive-through, I got to go through the drive-through. I got to wait for the other people in line. I got to pay, and then I got to go up to the drive-through. And
But what if there's
sometimes
a long line at Qdoba?
if there's, if there's a long line at Qdoba, if there's a long line at McDonald's, but I think that I can get in and out of Qdoba much faster than
McDonald's?
than I can at McDonald's.
Ooh.
Especially if McDonald's is like, okay, well, we need to make fresh fries.
Can we do a 3
know?
p.m. time like challenge to both restaurants?
from in the door to leaving.
Yeah, like 3 p.m. on a Tuesday one week, 3 p.m. on a Tuesday the next week. Because not going to be busy.
no, it's not.
Oh, I'm curious on this one now.
We'll do it.
Okay. But yeah, Qdoba, the variety's not there either.
See, but they've got breakfast and they've got lunch, dinner. So and I could do a burrito
Taco
bowl.
Bell has more
I,
variety than Qdoba.
I would venture to say they're kind of the same.
I
I mean, I can do a bowl. I can do
think you
nachos.
can-
I can do quesadillas. I can do they've got their salad stuff.
Can you go to Qdoba and be like, hey, can you take that and like fold it in the way of a crunch wrap?
You know what? Well, you can do a quesarito.
Oh, yeah.
At Qdoba, they don't like you if you do it, but you can.
Can you ask them for a quesarito, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah, it's one of those secret menu item things.
There's
Whoa.
no way.
Wait, what?
I'm telling you right now.
Okay, I have a question, and someone out there can Google and tell me on this one. A coworker of ours was actually telling me about this past week. Apparently, there's a Wendy's secret menu item called the T-Rex. Did you hear about this?
No.
I've not heard about it.
Apparently, it's roughly $58, but it's like it is like their normal. What's the Wendy's burger?
Baconator?
Nah. Oh, I think it is the Baconator. Yeah. Like, but I think it's,
No. Oh wait, yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right. But it's she told me it was roughly 54 patties.
What?
Why?
I don't know. I gotta know. I don't know if this is real. I didn't Google it because I don't care that much.
In the same bun, it's just 54 patties.
I think the buns are in between. I don't know. I don't.
So you're just buying
That would
50
be
sandwiches?
like multiple
Essentially.
feet tall.
Yeah, right.
There's
that
no
reminds
way
me
that's
of the
real.
There
secret-
can't be
There's
real.
no way.
I don't believe it either. But I was being told about this week, and I was like,
Another fun thing we can do is we can do like secret menu items from different restaurants.
Oh, I
because
love
there's,
it.
there's
Menu
one
items.
similar to that from Steak and Shake, and it's called the 7 and 7. It's 7 pieces of bacon, 7 patties, 7 pieces of cheese, all between a
That's
bun.
more realistic.
And it's like $7.77. I think they do.
did anyone else imagine that giant Baconator just in one single box at the bottom though, just stacked up, just really high?
Just the boxes.
Yeah, just the box is little, but the burgers are right there. So Matt, that was awesome question. That was fun. Appreciate that so much. If you guys want to send your questions to us, you can always reach us on gmail.com at Gmail. So it'd be 3 guy. Oh, I'm take 2 on this one. That was a wonderful question. And if you guys would love to reach out and ask a question, we want to hear from you guys. You can reach us via email. It is 3 men walk into a bar, the number 3 men walk into a bar at gmail.com. You can reach us on social media, Facebook, Twitter. We do Facebook Live now on Mondays, so you can definitely check us out starting about 7 o'clock, kind of see some behind the scenes, chat with us, be a part of the show, and we love it very much. This is our final moment when we come to actors and actresses on who we like and don't like.
I mean, I would say overrated, underrated. Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
So we've done overrated actors, we've done underrated actors, we've done overrated actresses, and for the final portion, we have underrated actresses today. Charles McGarvels, you're first.
Is that going to catch on? I don't.
Nope, I give you a different nickname all the time.
Okay, fair enough. It's kind of like from Psych.
Oh, yeah, sure.
So I have 3. 2 of them you guys will both probably know. 1 you probably won't know that well.
Let's go with that one first.
We'll go with that one first?
Yeah.
Okay. Her name is Carrie Mulligan. She was in Drive. She was in Pride and Prejudice. I know her a lot better from Doctor Who. She was in an episode of Doctor Who that was the first episode that launched me off Doctor Who, which was Blink. So if you're trying to jump into Doctor Who, that's the one.
That's the episode.
But she's fantastic, but not a lot of people know her, and I think she does a great job at what she does. But my other 2 that you guys I think will know a lot better are Tessa Thompson. She was in Thor, and she was in Dear White People.
Yeah.
Really, really great at
I
those.
love Dear White People.
Oh, it's so
Have you
funny.
watched Dear White People?
I have not.
the movie
You need
or the
to-
TV show? 'Cause they did a TV show too.
I watched the TV show. I haven't watched
Okay.
the movie. There's a movie?
Yeah,
I need to watch the movie.
the movie was first, I think.
Yeah, I've only watched the Netflix TV show. It's one fantastic.
And then you'll agree with me wholeheartedly on this one. Alison Brie from Community and Glow, and I think she was in Mad Men too.
I don't know about Mad Men, but yeah, she was wonderful. In Glow, she was fantastic through the first 2 seasons. Season 3 was a little suspect.
I haven't watched it. Mackenzie has.
Season
She
3 was a
says
little
great
rough.
things.
Yeah, season 3 was rough. But yeah, no, Alison Brie definitely gets. Is she underrated?
I think she. I mean,
No.
not a lot of
Wait,
people. Really,
She hasn't done.
No, she's not overrated.
She's
Or
not underrated?
Yeah.
No, why?
She's perfectly rated.
Okay.
Both of you guys just gushed about her for 2 seconds. Mackenzie made like a...
that's because we're all huge
Face.
Community fans.
We are.
Yeah,
All, yeah,
it's
this
a
is
great
true.
show,
This is a
but-
great show.
She's not underrated.
Nathaniel, who do you have?
All right, so I'm going to get my first 2 out of the way real quick. I'm going to call them the HBO duo.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
We got Tandy Newton from Westworld, but she's in a
Okay.
bunch of other things. And then
Yeah.
Sarah Snook from Succession.
I
2
didn't see
fantastic shows on HBO. Very great. They are the shining light in both those shows, but they're just fantastic. An actress that is very up and coming. I wouldn't necessarily say she's underrated, but if I were to do a fantasy draft of rookie actresses,
She's a free
Florence,
agent.
yes, Florence Pugh would be my number 1 overall. She's been in Midsommar.
Oh, okay.
Was she the main actress?
She's
Okay,
she's
okay.
in
I know who you're talking
Fighting with My Family. She's gonna be.
Was that good?
That was
Yes.
actually really
Really?
fun. I
Actually
really enjoyed
really
it.
good.
You know what? I'll accept it.
Yeah, no, watch it.
It's directed by Stephen Merchant.
and it has
Okay.
and it has The Rock.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I just didn't see it. It
Yeah.
seemed like one of those movies that was like,
And she's gonna be in Black Widow. So Florence Pugh is, and so it's just gonna be she's gonna be like one of the.
what
next
is she
big
like her sister
stars.
or something?
Yes.
Okay.
Or whatever she is. But it's
Sister.
Sister.
When does that come out?
In
I'm very
quotation
excited
marks.
for that, but I don't know when that comes out.
Supposedly November.
Right.
So we'll see. Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see.
It was supposed to
Perhaps.
come out back in May, but
Right.
you know,
Okay,
something's going
okay.
on. But my number one probably is Saoirse Ronan. And for those of you who don't know who she is, she is the poor soul that has to act opposite of Timothy Chalamet all the goddamn time.
Why did I fucking know you were going to
She's
go
the
there?
lead in Little Women. She's the lead in Lady Bird, the two movies that I complain about Timothy Chalamet the most. He is her love interest in both those movies. She puts in an amazing performance, makes the movies fantastic,
And puts up with him.
all while acting against some douche.
Do you want to hear about? Can I tell you something about this douche you speak
Yes.
of? His episode titled Timothy Chalamet is our most listened to podcast episode.
Do you think it's because people are tuning in to hear us rave about Timothy Chalamet?
I think it's people going, who the fuck is Timothy Chalamet?
Chalamet? They didn't spell it with the
Why are these guys talking about him?
But no, for real, by like not even a little bit either.
Yeah?
It's got like 40 more
that
listens
guy.
than any of the others.
Let's badmouth him more if that's what gets us more listens.
Him and stupid handsome face.
Rob, what do you got for us?
I only got two. So the first one you're probably going to dog me on, and I don't care. I think Mila Kunis needs a little bit more love for what she actually can do, because right now she's just like hot girl who can be funny sometimes and is Meg Griffin's voice.
I think she had her day, you know?
Dude,
I haven't seen her in anything recently, but like she was big back in the
Is she
day.
done right now? Is she just like I did that awesome Jack Daniels whiskey commercial and I'm over it?
I think she's one of those actors and actresses that have made their money and done their thing, and so she's like, you know what, I'm just gonna be a mom.
I mean,
Okay.
she's dating Machine Gun Kelly right now.
No, she's
No,
not.
that's Megan
That's
Fox.
Megan Fox.
Oh, wait.
Mila
Yeah,
Kunis
you're right.
is married
You're
to
right.
Ashton Kutcher.
You're right. I mean, either way, they're both famous people.
Whoa, okay. I thought you were going to compare them together.
Ashton,
I was like,
Ashton Kutcher, Machine Gun.
oh.
No,
Anger.
I mean they're both married to famous people.
Okay. Anger almost ensued in me right
No.
there. Don't you dare talk about the lead in American Psycho 2. But I just feel like Black Swan especially, she just really like...
What a great movie.
Ooh,
such a
fantastic.
You know what? Natalie Portman's pretty underrated, I think, too.
Oh, she's great. People put her like always like super high up on
Yeah,
it.
I would say she's pretty high rated.
So, and rightly so. I thought she does a great job. She's the only good actor or actress in any of the prequel Star Wars films. All right, Ewan McGregor. Sorry
bring
about
those
that.
up.
All right, moving on. Here we go. And my final. Sorry, the
Nathan's just
I'm just
thinking.
I don't hate you. Are you saying the actor in the performance of the movies? Or are you saying
yes,
post?
because I cannot sit
Because
here
post
and say.
Ewan McGregor's freaking
Great,
phenomenal.
he's great.
Yeah.
But
Right.
during the actual stuff, because Samuel
Ewan
L.
McGregor's
Jackson's
amazing.
fantastic
Yes.
and everything, except
Okay.
yeah. No,
Anyway, carry
yeah.
on.
My last one would be Sarah Paulson. I don't know if you guys know.
Yes, she's great.
You got to remind me here, man. I'm bad with
she's like,
names.
she's in pretty much every American Horror Story.
Okay, now I know exactly who you're
but
talking
she's also played the main lawyer in The People vs. OJ and was fucking phenomenal in that.
You know, when I was doing my research on underrated people, she definitely popped up a lot.
so good. Like it's one of those people that I'm like, she needs to show up in an actual huge movie and not all these giant made-for-TV HBO type stuff or FXX.
Yeah.
Like needs to be in a big time movie. Get it out there. She could be
yeah.
like. I don't know the name off the top of my head, but she did Fargo and 3 Billboards Outside.
Frances McDormand.
She's on that level, in my
Yes,
opinion,
yes.
and she could be.
Frances
she just needs to
McDormand.
get
You know
out
what?
there.
That's another one, Frances
There
McDormand.
you go.
Frances.
She's
We're
got the
just-
Oscars
we're just
to back it up.
stumbling
That
upon-
she's got
True, she does
Oscars
have
for that one. Huge Oscars.
And Sarah Paulson's gonna be in that Nurse Ratched show on Netflix, which I think is
Ooh, that's
now.
a thing.
Is it out now?
That's a thing.
It might be.
I want
whatever
this.
this is.
I knew it was coming out. I didn't know it was out.
So by the
Yes.
time you guys
Yes.
listen to this, it'll be
Okay.
a few weeks from now. So my wife, I'm sorry if you haven't seen me over the next few days because I've been watching this. I just heard about it and I have to watch this now. So sorry.
You know what else just came out on Netflix that looks super great? Cobra Kai.
Oh, my brother-in-law was telling me about that. He says
looks-
he says it's awful and cheesy and he can't get enough.
Right.
Yeah,
No, absolutely.
we are going to do a new segment. I'm actually going to join you guys in this one because I haven't answered them myself. I have another friend besides you guys.
What?
You're great.
You're
Wait, when
cheating on
do
us?
you meet with this friend?
We have conversations.
What are we, chopped liver?
You're wonderful people.
We get your sloppy seconds, your conversation sloppy seconds. That's what we are to you.
For this segment, yeah.
Fair enough.
But we're big fans of just asking each other really dumb would you rather questions. And so I decided that we're going to bring it here to you guys to answer, to get your insightful thoughts behind it. I'm going to answer with you, play along. So we have 3 would you rathers. And really, there's no explanation needed, just would you rather. So for the very first one, we're going to keep it kind of simple. Would you rather for the rest of your life eat gas station food or $3.99 Chinese buffet? And this gas station food can't be like, I got combos and a Mountain Dew. It's got to be that hot food that
$3.99?
$3.99 Chinese buffet.
Oh, God. You know what? Gas station food has come a long way.
It has come a long
Yeah,
way.
the $3.99 is the if
It's
it were a normal Chinese
price.
buffet, absolutely,
It's the
yes,
price
but-
point. If it was like $7.99,
Yeah, sure, all day long.
That's a
but
lunch
I'm
buffet.
I'm talking like
Yeah, gas station.
right.
Absolutely.
Gas station food has definitely
Absolutely.
come a long way to beat
it better
out
be
$3.99.
My biggest issue was how do I pass up unlimited like $3.99 crab
Crab
rangoon?
rangoons. I knew you were gonna fucking say
I
that.
was like, oh, I need that in my life. You're telling me I'm paying $4 and I can eat 12 of these bastards?
Or those little rolls that just have sugar all over
Oh,
them.
absolutely.
Yes.
But you're gonna pay for it so much, just so much. But if the gas station's a Casey's gas station, I'm all in.
Ooh, Casey's. There you go.
The best pizza, man.
Or
Best
one that's got
pizza.
UDF in it.
Ooh, there you go. Gas station food all the way. Gosh, I love this. Next question: would you rather be a 1930s Chicago-style gangster
That one.
or a modern-day Colombian drug lord?
First one.
The gangster. Why would I want to be a
I was
drug
right
lord?
to say.
It's the same lifestyle now.
Is it the same lifestyle now?
You're breaking laws and making millions of dollars.
Yeah, but back
Living a life of
then
crime.
it's like you're on. You know,
Right,
you're
right. There-
cool.
You're cool, and you could literally back then walk into a bank, take all the money, walk out, and go, "This was Charlie and the gang," and then
right.
run away, and they're not going to do anything.
They're not going to do anything.
Yeah.
My big thing is I'm with you guys. I would choose the old time because you're going to die eventually. They're going to turn on you because they think something happened. So you're going to get killed by your own people eventually. That's how it works. The only way they're going to do it though.
Fake your death.
Ooh, I love it.
Like
John Dillinger.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the only way they're going to do it is they're just going to shoot you, right? They're just going to line you up, machine gun, Tommy gun.
Very cool.
Yeah.
What a good way
Tommy
to
gun.
go.
Right? But modern day, dude, those people are like, I'm going to cut off like half a centimeter of your body at a time until
that sounds
oh
terrible.
gosh,
like
awful.
like needles under your nails and shit.
Oh gosh, ugh, no,
Yeah.
thank
And then
you.
murder your entire family as well.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
It's true.
Oh, ooh, gosh.
The
Yeah, no
gangsters,
thanks.
they don't
That's
fuck
not
with your
even
family.
tough.
And I feel like the
Unless
gangsters
you're-
were probably more. They were more high class when it came to the actual like city, right? They were more did a lot more charities and things of that nature, didn't they?
Oh yeah, they were the public themselves. I think found them to be members of the community in their own right.
Very Robin Hood-ish.
Plus, you got to think like in those
Robin
old
Hood-ish.
movies. They were just out in the open, chilling in their favorite booth at their favorite restaurant, and
Right.
like the police would walk in and see him and be like, "Oh, that's the guy that robbed the bank today," and then
Right.
do nothing.
That's what I'm saying. Like they
This is
don't
great.
ever do anything about it.
I would.
I
Look,
mean, they do, but
they do. Yeah, I would look so good in those hats too. Oh man, I
I'm
would.
gonna get you a fedora.
Thank you. Final question there. Would you rather all your clothes be 2 times too big or 2 times too small?
Big.
Too big.
What are these?
Wait,
Too
It's a
big?
no-brainer.
You're going to
Yeah.
wear pants that are 2 sizes too big all the
wear
time?
a belt,
Yes,
man.
wear
Your
a belt.
shirt is going to go down all the way to your knees?
Yeah,
I'd rather wear suspenders than wear a belly shirt.
Big shirts are the comfiest shirts.
Out in the middle of nowhere?
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
everywhere. It doesn't matter where you are. The bigger the shirt,
Two
the more
sizes too
comfy.
small. So what? Okay, let me ask you.
You're gonna wear your
What size
child's
shirt-
clothes.
Yes. What size shirt do you wear right now?
I'm a large. I'll just go large. Yeah.
You're gonna fit into a small.
Can I fit into a small or can I put a small on? Those are 2 questions.
But you'd rather wear a small than double XL.
Double XL is going to make me look like the Michelin Man.
What do you have against the
I
Michelin
think
Man?
a small shirt pushing up against you is going to create those natural.
I think these. I
Those
just.
tire rolls
I
of
think,
him.
I think these curves would come out quite nicely. I'm just saying that if Lizzo can do it, I can do it. That's all I'm saying. See, Mackenzie agrees. All right. And then pants wise, really, you're gonna wear like they're gonna be dragging the ground all the time too, because of course
you can roll them up. You can wear
Yeah.
cutoffs, man.
I don't even think I could physically fit into pants 2 sizes too small.
what size? So I love doing pant sizes as guys because they're like 2 to 3 times the size of what women wear.
Right.
But yeah, could you imagine trying to put on a pair of like 28 jeans?
Jeez. One time in high school, I tried to wear skinny jeans, and I was like, "Nope, not gonna do this."
No, my body's not for this.
Not for me.
After arguing, I agree with you guys wholeheartedly. But because I want to put my knees in the big shirt.
And roll around like a little roly-poly.
On the trampoline, like play popcorn.
There you go. Popcorn was the best.
Oh, so good. We are going to get to our tier list now. This is actually a tier list from one of you bar crawlers out there. Very close to Nathan's heart, in fact. This is actually happens to be your father.
Yes.
Yes. This is from Ron. And he asked us to do 80s hair metal bands. So we are going to do some tier listing on the worst genre of music.
Oh, it's not the
It
worst.
is not the worst
It is
genre.
nowhere
I'm
near
being a
the
jerk.
worst.
It's not country. I know. I'm being a jerk.
There you go. Exactly.
I'm being a jerk. But Ron, I listened to so much of this the last few days, and it's put me through hell, man. So I did it for you. But it's not for me. It's not about me.
Yes, everyone's
There's only so
entitled
much
to-
80s hair metal you can listen to at any given time.
This is for you, Ron. That's what I did. So here are if you guys want to write down the wonderful tiers here at the bottom, and I don't worry, I didn't do any puns this time. I'm lying.
Oh, yay.
So at the bottom,
Don't let me down, Rob.
I'd rather be a Def Leppard than listen to this.
I was right never to trust you.
This is poison to my ears. In the middle we have, don't get it twisted, sister. Don't get it twisted, sister. This isn't too bad. Second from the top, that band is Dr. Feelgood. And at the very top, of course, you don't make any joke. It just says, come on, feel that noise.
Very good.
I'm glad you enjoyed those.
Yeah, that one actually brought me
that,
lot
one,
of joy.
that one got you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we all have a little tear in our eye from that one.
I also had to try to find pictures of all these guys. I had the band names because they all look the same.
So it's all just long hair.
Yes. Let's start off with Twisted Sister. Nathan, I'm going to let you kind of lead off because you're the enthusiastic one.
Yes, I love a good amount of these bands. And when I was going back, I listened to about 5 songs from each of these bands. And I had certain rankings and ratings for the songs. The top ranking I could give a song is classic. And Twisted Sister, I think, was one of the only 2 bands that I had 2 songs that I labeled as classics.
I bet I can guess those 2 songs.
They're their 2 most famous songs.
I listened to other songs because I love those 2 sons. Like,
Yeah,
they're great.
yeah,
How can
right.
you, how can you, I want to rock. Ah, yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
They don't have anything else that's good. Boy, howdy. The rest of that was pretty rough.
I will admit, yeah, they have their 2 songs, and then the rest is very so-so.
Those were the only 2 songs I had listed down for them as well.
Should we put them, since they have a couple, should we put them where they belong? Don't get it twisted, sister?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Awesome.
Because I'm very curious to see where you would put them. Like, if they have 2 songs that you enjoy, I'd say that's medium. If they have... I'm just trying to gauge yours, because apparently
I'm looking
you do
through
not
this
like
list.
this. Yes.
And there is only maybe one band that has more than 2 songs I like.
That was true for me too.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's...
Well, what's next?
right now we're going to go to the worst and just get them out of the way. Dokken.
Who the fuck is Dokken?
Yeah, I knew next to nothing about them. So.
They were on a few lists, and I was like, all right, I'll listen to them. And it was god-awful. It was just your standard. It reminded me of like modern day pop music where they're like, yeah, there's a cliche and a rhythm we have to follow. Here's what it's going to be, and this is this is a song. Here you go.
Very fair.
So
It's a very accurate description of them, I think.
yeah. So
Unless they were one of the first ones.
And then
then
everyone
we're the
copied
assholes.
Duncan. Yeah.
Okay, can we say something here to like talk a little history? If we're being honest, I think the first ones, it doesn't belong in this category because they were before time. Is the first ones Kiss?
Yes.
Okay.
I think they're one of the earliest for
Yeah,
sure.
when I was looking up stuff, I definitely think that they were one of the earliest ones.
I mean, they were in the 70s.
Right,
Yeah,
yeah.
but they definitely fit the genre.
Early-
The hair
profile
metal,
of
yeah,
what all this,
for sure.
Yeah, that's one thing that I think we should get out of the way is that there are hair metal bands that are excluded from this, but it is 80s hair
Yes,
metal
strictly
bands.
80s, and then we also don't do all of them because, time crunch.
Yeah.
So, there you go.
Can't say everything.
Can't say everything. Next one is Quiet Riot.
Yeah.
I love them.
Quiet Riot.
Yeah, there we go. Go ahead.
Quiet Riot ended middle of the list for me because
Wow.
I had to list them.
Oh, okay.
That's,
okay.
Again, this falls under that same thing that we've been falling under for a few of our lists, is that I'm not really seeing many of these that are bad, but because of the fact that I have to make a list from 1 to 10 of these things, they ended up middle of the list.
One thing that I love about them is their kick drum, the snare, beat pattern that both Come On Feel the Noise and Mama We're All Going Crazy Now, which I don't like the spelling of most of their songs.
Yeah,
That's
they
beside
use
the
too
point,
many
though.
Z's.
Yeah,
I also
that's
I
beside
like
the
it.
point.
Mental Health is a great song
Mental
too.
Health, I forgot about
love
that.
Mental
Yes.
Health. True story about Come On Feel the Noise.
Yes.
Is the take you hear on like Spotify, the radio. It was their first take because they're doing a cover of a song that was made by some random band wherever, and they hated the song. But the producer was like, no, you have to do this. So the take you hear is the first take, and that drum beat that you hear that to them was a joke.
Mm-hmm.
Immediately they did everything as a joke to get it through, and that's what you hear on the radio because it was so
Really?
catchy and love it. Yeah.
Wow, very
Crazy.
interesting.
But,
Hey, a little bit of history.
But actually, the vocals, he's my favorite of the bunch.
Yeah,
Yeah, I just loved it. It was
yeah,
great.
I like him.
Yeah, like I said, because of needing to list things, they ended up middle.
So where'd
of the
they
list.
end up, Rob?
I mean, for me, they're on the top. I know where for you. Because he's in the middle, I'm at the top.
They're definitely probably top 3 for me. So
Oh, come on, feel the noise.
that's a perfect spot for him. Yeah.
Oh, love it. Most popular, probably one of the most popular groups of the time, Poison.
I think they have probably the best ballad.
Okay.
Most memorable.
They-
It's not my
they
favorite.
were
I like
memorable?
it.
Okay,
though. I like
from,
it.
from the few songs that I re-listened to, they definitely felt like the more balladish, the slower
Yes.
type music with like Every Rose Has Its Thorn and Something to Believe In. For me, were the two that I listened to that I was like, oh, these are really like, I like these.
They were good. No, they were good.
Yeah.
But
I
all I
can't
can think of is Unskinny Bop, and it's so bad.
Yeah, but Unskinny Bop is counteracted with Nothing But a Good Time and
True,
Talk Dirty to Me.
true.
Those songs are really, really good.
there are songs.
Their songs.
I think their ballads outweigh their actual like.
I agree.
Hair metal songs.
Yeah.
Every Rose Has Its Thorn is their best song.
It would behoove me to actually put them down low because they're way worse bands on this group. So they're in the middle for me.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, right in the middle. All right. Next one is Europe.
Number 3 for me.
Really?
Talk
about it.
I just love the final countdown so much.
Love that. Sorry. This is the shocker of it all right here. I love this.
I can't get enough every time Final Countdown comes on. You cannot help but sing it.
And here's the thing for me, though. That is my second favorite song from them. Rock the Night is, in my opinion, the
Really?
best song. Oh,
Okay.
I love that song.
The two that I have written down for the ones that I like the best out of the few I listened to were obviously Final Countdown and Superstitious.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
I've got in the same boat where they're not high because I like, other songs I'm like, whatever, but the final countdown is so good. It's so good.
I mean, to be fair, with any of the songs from like the big songs from these bands, you're gonna sing to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like any of the big
you
ones.
gotta admit that,
from
Rob.
every single one. of
No,
these.
Yeah.
it's dude, they're catchy. I will never sit here and
Any
say
one of
they're
these
not
comes on the
catchy.
radio, you're like, fuck yeah.
Yeah,
Come on, feel
yeah,
the noise.
oh, yeah, absolutely. I will bitch about it, but I'm not going to sit here and deny that they're not catchy. That's stupid. But yeah, so other than Final Countdown, I was very much but I'll let you guys, I put them, second from the bottom in there.
That's a little low.
Okay.
But I'll go either middle or then what's the orange one again?
That band is Dr. Feelgood.
Dr. Feelgood.
You don't want to.
I'd maybe put Dr.
Don't
Feelgood.
get it twisted, sister.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
That may have been one of my best work.
It's pretty good.
That's it. So are we doing Dr. Feelgood for you guys?
Sure.
Yeah,
Yep,
it's
cool.
good for me.
Cool. Next one's actually my second favorite.
Okay.
Warrant.
Warrant was low on my list.
You're right. I love that. No, you're right. I just love them though.
I wrote, so I made a list of
Yeah.
of the songs I listened to, and then I kind of ranked each song as well. For Warrant, I put number 1, Cherry Pie.
Well, sure.
Oh, second best song.
Well, then,
Really?
And then number 2 is The Rest.
Oh no, Heaven. Their ballad "Heaven" is fantastic.
That's a good song.
I
but
loved
it's-
Heaven
yeah.
so much. Oh, that one's great. And then Cherry Pie.
Okay.
And apparently their lead singer hates that song with a burning passion.
I mean, most lead singers hate like their most popular song.
True.
Right.
They shouldn't be high on the list, but I just loved them so.
I feel like that's kind of how I felt about Europe.
Yeah. So I'll let you guys. You know how I feel. I'll let you do your damage.
I went lower middle.
Well, then I think it's right that we don't get it twisted, sister.
Okay. There's gonna be a lot in there. This next group is in my opinion, the second most talented group of the bunch. Def Leppard.
Badass.
Definitely badass. I again, this falls under that thing with I had to put them lower because everything was there. They're like high middle for me.
See, I disagree. They're one of the top ones.
I think talent-wise, they are literally the second best group on this whole thing.
Okay.
I just don't enjoy it, but I can't deny how good. Like when you listen to them musically compared to some of the others, you're like,
no,
ooh,
absolutely.
Plus their
they're-
drummer.
Plus,
like,
I mean,
It's one
right?
arm.
You cannot get over the fact that their drummer has one arm.
If you were to
Like,
Google Def Leppard, before you
the
think
first
of them, it
thing
just
that
says
pops up is
drummer
Def
with
Leppard,
one arm.
drummer, one arm.
But I would. Yeah, they're higher on the list. They really are.
I'm not going to argue
Rock of
with
Ages, Photograph. Come on. Pour
Yeah.
some sugar on me.
you. Yeah, pour some sugar on me is.
Chicken ramen. I think that's what it was called. Pour some chicken ramen. There's an old commercial that it's like the guy where they sing lyrics and he's like, pour some chicken ramen.
Oh, jeez.
But I would go Dr. Feelgood.
Okay. Yeah, I'll accept it.
Cool. Next one, we're just gonna go even more talented. Van Halen,
Panama. What?
Panama.
Oh, I just from over here, I sounded like you were just making witchy noises and shit. I was like, what are you doing?
He's hot for a teacher. Leave him alone. Yes,
That's number 1, baby.
they are. They're the best.
They're number
They're the
one.
best of the
Come
group.
on.
They are.
Put them at the top.
They weren't
were
on the email list. I
Right, they were
apologize.
not on the
Yeah,
email
yeah.
list, so I don't have them written down. I forgot to add them to my list.
They were on
definitely top 3 for
They
me.
were on the napkin prior to email list. Sorry about that. They're undeniable.
You know what? We should have just taken Dokken out and put them in.
Dawkins.
Oh, see, that's how stupid they are.
Put some respect
That's how
on their
stupid
name.
they are.
dude. Come on, man. Gosh.
But yes, definitely top 3 for me.
Oh yeah, Running with the Devil. Like
Yeah.
they had multiple. They're the few that had multiple songs.
That was probably one of my best memories of that song is from Guitar Hero.
Running with the Devil.
yeah.
Mine's from the movie Ready to Rumble, with the nuns singing it with David Arquette and Scott Caan in the back of a van. Come on, feel the noise, right? Like
For sure. No,
okay.
absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Sweet. We're gonna get controversial here. Motley Crue,
Number 2 for me.
very bottom of the list for me.
Really?
That is very controversial.
Why?
I just don't like them. I just didn't like
why?
it. It was just so.
But Rob, why?
but Rob, why?
We're waiting.
No. I'll give you the. To me, can I go modern day to explain it a little bit?
I guess.
To me, it's very Nicki Minaj-esque, where it's just so diluted and pop and for
Nicki
the radio
Minaj is
and make
rap.
money. Yeah. But I'm saying for the actual rock that they were doing, it just felt so
No.
not good.
Tame?
And yes, that's a good word. Good word.
You're welcome.
Tame.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't
nothing
agree with
about-
that
yeah.
statement, but
There's nothing about Motley Crue that's tame.
God, just everything about it just felt very commercialized when I was listening to it.
Kickstart My Heart is probably one of my favorite songs from this whole 80s metal group.
I hope everything I said just hurt your feelings.
See, I just love Girls, Girls, Girls.
Girls, Girls, Girls is great.
They're songs. Hey, they were good enough to make
Does that
a pun out of it, right?
Does that mean we have? I mean, since he's so low and we are so high, does that mean we have to bring it down to Dr. Feelgood to put him in the correct category?
That's fair.
Like everything else is in the correct category for once.
Fair. That's fair.
This is true. Next one is White Snake.
They have a lot of good ballads. Speaking of
They do have
ballads,
good ballads.
They went low on the list for me.
They were low on my list, but they're very good ballads.
They're definitely not one of the top, but they got good ballads.
He had the. Can I say I watched the music video with is it Tawny Katane?
Yeah.
His hair is fantastic. Compared to all the others, he had like the best hair
Best
of
hair?
the bunch.
Well,
yeah.
I think we should bump them up for best
I mean,
hair.
best hair in an '80s hair metal list. You know, you gotta
for him.
bump him up
Yeah,
a
it
little
was
bit.
great.
Wow.
Can we do This Is Poison to My Ears because no one's in there?
Sure.
Sure. Yeah, besides, here I go again.
Who gives
Yeah, it's White Snake.
Just put them wherever.
It's fucking White Snake. Jesus. We have two more left here. So I can't read them. Yes. So Bon Jovi.
It had to hit number one for me, just because of how many hits they have.
They're definitely high. One thing I do want to make note, even though we're rating their 80s hair band time period, I guess, they have the most evolution of probably anybody on this list.
Dude.
They're still
What's
very
their
relevant.
song?
This
It's
My Life.
is the most
Yeah.
like 2000 song ever, but it's like a good song.
He went from like
Right.
80s hairband to like I'm a dad wearing dad jeans and wearing Ed Hardy stuff in this music video.
Right.
Like yeah, it was kind of.
I mean,
intense.
they're definitely the one that stuck around.
This is my favorite musical moment of everything I've listened to in the last thing. So during not It's My Life. It's My Life stuck in my head now. What's their other famous one?
Living on a Prayer.
Living on a Prayer. That's right. So during Living on a Prayer, you'll understand this because you're an old music guy as well. But they have the lead in to the final chorus where it's like a triplet, one key change. Whoa! And I'm like, whoa! Like,
I know
just go
exactly
nuts.
what you're talking about.
Like every ounce of me was like, that's fucking phenomenal. So yeah.
Because one of the things that I do like about hair metal bands is they do know how to have a
They have a moment. They do. Absolutely.
moment.
Yes.
And I
if-
love that.
You know what? And I can bitch about it here, but if you were to ask me to go back and like, besides Woodstock, obviously, go back and be live at any concerts, I would go back and watch all of these guys live in these
absolutely.
shitty LA clubs.
I've seen-
in a heartbeat. Oh my
I've seen
gosh.
Kiss live, and they were
God,
fantastic.
I've seen
that'd be
Kiss
great.
live like 5 times, maybe.
Oh man,
They're so good.
But I want to go do it in like 80s LA dirty clubs.
Oh yeah,
That's
for
where I
sure.
wanna go. That's where I
when
wanna
they're
go see it.
first coming up.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's where I
that
want
would
to go
be
see
awesome.
it.
No,
Oh.
for sure.
But yeah, I'd have Bon Jovi near the top. I mean, they were
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Bon Jovi.
Yeah, we can't have just Quiet Riot on the top. We really can't. That'd be so bad.
I will say, I'm looking at our tier list. We only have one more. I'm very surprised how many are close to the top.
I'm
not. I'm honestly.
I mean, no, I'm not. I just know that Rob is not a fan. That's why I'm surprised. that-
yeah, you know, I was trying to be a fair judge as I went through here. I'm trying to be a good guy and give it everything a fair shot. And everyone had at least 1 to 2 songs that were moderately okay. Final one, going to be at the bottom. We're not going to talk a whole lot about it. Rat.
I wrote 4 words: round and round, good. And that's it.
You know, I don't disagree with you. I just love Round and Round so much. It's the same thing I feel about Europe. I'm like, I know this band's not great, but I just love this song so
fine.
much.
That's all I got. That's fine. I don't know. They are what they are. It's just Rat. So
Their name says it all.
their name says it all. We don't want anyone to be with Doc, and so we'll move them up to with White Snake. Poison in my ears.
Right.
So just to kind of go over the list again. Here we have at the bottom, I'd rather be a Def Leppard than listen to this, is Dokken. This is Poison in My Ears, is White Snake and Rat. Don't Get It Twisted, Sister. This Isn't Too Bad, is Twisted Sister, Poison, and Warrant. That band is Dr. Feelgood. We have Europe. I don't know how they got there. Europe, Motley Crue, Def Leppard.
I feel like Charlie's master plan was to get Europe at the top. So
All I wanted to do was just get Europe
I
up.
did it.
I passed out for a minute. How do we put Europe at the top?
And Come On Feel the Noise is Quiet Riot, Van Halen, and Bon Jovi.
All right. Well, since we're talking about hard rock, 80s metal or hair metal bands, it's only fitting that we take a shot. So we're gonna do it's called a princess shot. Not very metal, but it tastes exactly like a watermelon Jolly Rancher. It's super easy to make. Equal parts vodka, watermelon pucker, and sour mix. Just shake that up, strain it into a shot glass, and you're good to go. Once again, thank you guys so very much for listening. We will be back next week with a brand new episode for you. And as always, bars closed.